GlenWarnerGorillaMaker.com. So you got your brand new GM3D505. You've taken it out of the box. You notice it was laying down nice and flat with the doors up. You pulled it out with a little bit of help probably. It weighs about 45 pounds. Once you got it up, we put it on our workbench here. And there was a couple things that was inside of the box or in a companion box, one of the two. One is this Ziploc bag. It has a tube in it, has some other parts inside there. The next thing you'll find is your toolbox. So the toolbox has everything we need to be successful with our printer installation. One of the things we're going to use, we call it a spatula. It's a very sharp on this side, X-Acto scraper, but we call it a spatula. We'll need that in just a minute. First thing we're going to do is start taking the blue tape off where it makes sense. The tape kept the doors from beating around during the shipping process. Once you get that open, you'll see where the door opens up and you can see inside. Well, you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's really hard to see through that. Well, the reason why we have to use a spatula now. So we're going to take the spatula and just use it to help lift up an edge over here, being careful not to scratch your plastic. This is a polycarb-like material, and it is scratchable. So you just want to take a little caution here when you're getting that open. So I got that going, and you can see where that just pulls right off around the bolts and everything. You're going to have a little patience there to clean this up around here, but the spatula is going to do that for you as well. Comes off very easy once you get the edge started. And through the magic of video, now we have all the plastic off of our doors, our sides. A little helpful note with the as you're pulling this off, if you take our spatula and run it down the edge of the hinge like this, you'll see that it will let the plastic tear off a lot easier. This is how we start our unpacking process here all the time. The next thing you'll want to do is put your doorknobs and what we call the latch on here. Again, that is inside your Ziploc plastic bag. The parts already have the bolts on them. So there's 3 pieces to this. You have a knob, and they're both the same, and a knob and the latch. The latch, just one side of it slides over like this, right onto here, and then the other latch will go over and snap right onto here like that, and that makes your doorknob. So these bolts are in here. This is a 2.5 millimeter wrench that's included in your toolbox, and then you have a 5.5 millimeter socket that you would use to put that on. Now I have my tools laying right over here. They are in that toolbox there. I already pulled these out. Your wrenches may vary. This could be a black oxide Allen wrench. I just happen to have a handle here from my shop. So on one side, you don't have to worry about this too much. I'm just going to pull the nut off, and the hole that's right here in the plastic, you're going to put it on. So the way I'm doing this is the second one that I put on will have the latch on it. Or I could have put it on this side. It doesn't really matter. It's a fully symmetrical part. You just have to make sure you have it in the up position or the down position. So after you get your first knob on, please note that you don't want to over tighten this. This is a polycarb material. It's break resistant, not break proof, but it's break resistant. So I just snug that up where the knob doesn't spin around. We like to refer to that as monkey tight here instead of gorilla tight. The next thing I'm going to do is take my handle and put it on here. I already taken the nut off, and you want to make sure the handle has the gap on it going to the down position, so it can obviously latch onto the other one. Take our little tiny nut and put on there. Then I'll tighten that down. Now that we have our handle on here, our knob is bolted down, it's monkey tight. You can go ahead and close your door, and you can see where this gap right here just gently goes in there. Now you have your door closed, and now little kids or adults even aren't going to be reaching their hand inside because you are all set up. Now this concludes the part of the video where you're unpacking it from the box, you're taking the plastic off, and you're putting your new handles on your GM3D505.